Hi, I'm One Kidney Mike. I donated a kidney in February of 2025, and now I'm climbing all 27 peaks in Montana that are greater than 12,000 feet to prove that kidney donation doesn't hold you back. Today I'm here at Ear Mountain, which is not one of the 27, just because I can't drive that far every weekend. So I'm still going to be climbing peaks that are more closer to where I live. And so today I'm here at Ear Mountain, and for the second time. This time it's not snowing. It's supposed to be a beautiful day today, with the possibility of thunderstorms after 6 p.m. So I am starting out at 8 o'clock today in the morning. Not long after I started, these clouds kind of rolled in. I saw them when I was driving up. They just seemed to be not very big and hanging off to the south of Ear Mountain at about half the elevation of the mountain. They were just kind of hanging out there. I figured that as the sun came up, they would be actually, evaporated off. But they just kind of came over here. As I keep going up, it looks like I'm actually going to get into them. I know that the top of the mountain is in sunshine because there were really low clouds and it wasn't very big, so I don't expect them to last very long. I'm just surprised that they actually came this way. Well, I'm 100% in this cloud, and as expected, it's humid. It's actually warm out, especially since the last time I was out here when it was snowing and on the first day of summer, because that was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. The wind just about blew me off the ridge, which is why I turned back, and it was also snowing. So I was not expecting these clouds. The forecast said that it was supposed to be sunny at the, all day at the peak, with the exception of some possible thunderstorms after 6 p.m. And I guess, in reality, it is sunny at the peak. It's just not sunny midway through the mountain. I was wondering if I was going to get above this cloud layer before it evaporated completely, and they did. Well, I've made it to about the spot where I had to turn back last time I was here. The wind was really bad, gusts of up to 50 miles an hour, and it was pretty turbulent too, so it wasn't like you could just lean into it and then push through. It was quite variable. So one minute you would be leaning into it and the next minute you'd fall over. So much of a nicer day today, which is great. Those clouds, they're finally starting to dissipate. As you can see behind me, you can now see out into the plains, which is beautiful. This is a great spot right here. As you can see, I've cliffed myself out. So I took a route that ends in a cliff. Evidently I was supposed to go on the other side of this, around, and then down there, and then up, and then behind. Well, I didn't have to go down as far as I thought, but those are the cliffs that you can see, and you can see my route around and then up to that saddle right there.
Given how exposed this section of the route is, I'm really glad on the last attempt for Ear Mountain, I turned back when I did, because it would have been really dangerous with how bad the winds were that day.
I'm going on the backside now, and there is a nice little path here across all this scree slash talus. It's a little big to be scree. It's not loose at all, but it's also a little small to be talus. So it's just a rock field. This has been a little tough going because it's very loose in this right here. So you take a step and you just slide down. But it looks like I'm gonna get to some more solid rock up here. Let's hope so. I'm now on top of Ear Mountain, and the view is amazing as usual. You can see Sawtooth over there, Castle Reef, Scapegoat, and there's mountains over here that I haven't climbed yet that I'm planning to. Then we got the plains. And it's pretty hazy because of the smoke from wildfires. And then here's the benchmark. Well, while I was looking over that edge off in the distance, I heard some thunder. So obviously the forecast was not very accurate, and these thunderstorms are coming in sooner. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to Metis Ridge then. And I am just going to work to get off this mountain because, as you can see, the top of this mountain is like a big plateau and not a very good place to be during a thunderstorm. Well, the edge of this little gully here is the route I took up, but there is another gully just over there that's like completely full of like little scree, and I'm gonna go down that one because it is so much easier to just kind of, you know, shuffle your way down and slide with it. It's almost like snow, except that if you fall, it's very hard and sharp and pointy. Well, I'm finally to the little scree, and so I'm going to kind of slide down. I'm back at the trailhead to Ear Mountain, just successfully completed that. As I was walking up here, just probably about 25 to 30 yards away from me, I saw a black bear. Looked to be a cub, to be honest. It was pretty small. Ran up that way. Kind of surprised that I saw it, because I always make a lot of noise when I'm hiking, especially when I'm in these quaking aspen. Didn't pull out the camera quick enough to film it for you, because I only saw it for maybe 5-10 seconds. So anyway, a little bit of excitement here back at the trailhead, but otherwise that went pretty well. I went almost 10 miles, and let's see, according to my watch, I had a total ascent of, I don't think this is correct, but 3,300 feet. I'll have to check that. I want to thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Ear Mountain is pretty cool. Those drop-offs, looking at those were pretty awesome. So if you liked it, please hit that like button, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Maybe leave me a comment, and I hope you have a great day.